A xenomorph suddenly emerged aboard the spaceship. Everyone was terrified by the horrifying scene. In order to capture this terrifying creature, they grabbed their weapons, split into two groups, and began a thorough search of the ship. Soon, the sensor picked up a signal. Ripley and her teammate cautiously followed the direction indicated by the device and prepared a net in advance to capture the xenomorph. But when they reached the source of the signal, they discovered it was just an orange cat. So, to prevent the cat from triggering the sensor again, they sent the mechanic to catch it. But while he was searching for the cat, he accidentally discovered a strange piece of shed skin, unaware that it had come from the xenomorph after molting. Still, he fails to sense the danger creeping closer. Later, he enters a pitch-black cabin and finds the orange cat, but by then, the xenomorph had already appeared behind him. By the time he sensed something was wrong and turned around, he saw the xenomorph staring him down with its jaws wide open. In an instant, he was seized by the xenomorph. Ripley rushed over after hearing the noise, but found only a pool of blood at the scene. Faced with such a situation, they decided to use the ventilation ducts to drive the xenomorph into the main airlock, while sealing off all other exits. The final plan was to eject the alien into outer space. Once everything was ready, Ripley took position at the airlock entrance to stand guard, while the captain crawled into the ventilation shaft alone with a flamethrower on his back. But what baffled them was this: the xenomorph kept changing its location within the ducts, making it nearly impossible for the detector to pinpoint its position. Just then, the captain felt something slimy on the floor, possibly xenomorph secretions. That meant the xenomorph was very close. The detector also showed that the xenomorph was closing in on him fast. Panicked, the captain turned and tried to flee, but he was ultimately caught by the xenomorph. With crew members being picked off one by one, Ripley went to the control room to search for a better way to eliminate the xenomorph. Instead, she uncovered a staggering secret. The ship's top priority was actually to transport the captured xenomorph specimen back to Earth, even at the cost of sacrificing the entire crew. And the android Ash had been complicit in carrying out the plan. This revelation left Ripley utterly stunned. She ran out in a panic, trying to warn the others. But just then, Ash suddenly slammed the hatch shut, dragged Ripley back inside, and attempted to kill her to keep the secret from getting out. At that critical moment, the loud commotion drew two teammates rushing to her aid. Unexpectedly, even the taller mechanic was no match for Ash. Seizing the opportunity, he grabbed a metal rod from behind and slammed it hard into Ash's back. Suddenly, Ash's body began convulsing uncontrollably and spewing white fluid. In the end, he was reduced to just his upper torso. And this moment connects directly to the storyline in Alien, Romulus.